For me, drag is not about how you look at me, it's about how I want you to view me. You can't ignore the 8-foot-tall woman in the room. People pay attention to you when you're in drag. My name is Maebe a Girl. I'm the first drag queen elected to public office in the United States of America. I am currently serving on the Silver Lake Neighborhood Council, which is one of the more than 90 neighborhood council districts here in Los Angeles. There's 21 members on the neighborhood council, so the cool thing about that is that we effectively created a progressive majority, which really allows for the opportunity to actually have change occur. Two of my big priorities on the neighborhood council are LGBTQIA issues, as well as homelessness issues here in Los Angeles. I briefly volunteered for the Lincoln Park Community Shelter as one of their overnight supervisors, and essentially I would go and stay overnight with the shelter, and one of the things that struck me immediately is that a lot of these people were just like you and me. Here in Los Angeles, 40% of homeless youth are LGBTQIA people. They're kicked out of their homes, they're less employable, they're not given as many opportunities. And I think that these are all some of the tragedies of the society that we live in. So that's one of the reasons I want to advocate specifically for LGBTQIA issues and homelessness issues. I also attended the homelessness liaison meeting at City Hall last week, where city and county officials went over the state of endeavors to alleviate homelessness in LA. One city official said that the city is not doing enough to address homelessness, but that's because they can't do enough. I hope the council will join me in condemning this action by our city council members, especially as they tout all of the great work that they're doing for homeless people in LA. That's all. I could have had my boy name on the ballot, but I decided to run as Maebe a Girl because I know that I have a more powerful voice when I'm in drag. Drag is inherently political, and that's sort of interesting is even though I'm a political queen, every queen is technically a political queen because just the act of going out, dressed in a way that is gender non-conforming is making a political and social statement. It is you living your true colors, feeling free enough to express yourself in the way that you want to express without having society tell you that you can't. That's part of why drag has been so liberating for me because it really allows me to embrace who I am and what I'm about. I've been painting and a visual artist long before I started doing drag. I found that it was a great way to express what I was feeling artistically, get some emotions out. My aha moment, if you will, for drag makeup was realizing instead of painting a canvas, this is the canvas that I'm painting. And it's actually an advantage to have the same exact canvas that you're painting over and over and over again because, you learn the idiosyncrasies of your own face. You notice all the little details. At first I thought that my queer identity just had to do with who I was attracted to, liking boys instead of girls, and not realizing that part of my queer identity is being a girl that was, born in a man's body, that I'm gender fluid. So for me, I like being both a boy and a girl. Putting all this makeup on and living as Maebe a Girl, I think that even though I'm wearing a mask, I'm no longer wearing a mask. It's head to toe. It's the hair, it's the makeup, it's the costume, it's the body, it's the shoes. And for me, it's really, once the makeup is done, once the body's on, as soon as the wig goes on, it's like a whole nother world. I've had people message me saying, oh, I want to get into politics, but I also want to do drag, and I didn't think that I could do both until you showed me that I can do both. And that's just so touching and inspiring to me that I just want to keep doing that. My platform has 3 parts to it: to protect, to advocate, and to legislate. To protect minorities, to protect women, to protect immigrants, to protect the environment, to advocate for diversity, inclusion, and representation, and to legislate for progressive action. One thing you can do today to make a difference is register to vote. You can go online, you can email me, I will help you register to vote if you need to. By the way, if y'all live in District 28, make sure that you're voting yes on Maebe at the March 3rd primaries.